Hey folks, and now welcome to the vocabulary lesson. And now this is 152 vocabulary lesson. And now we're going to be talking about two words, which is recommend and maneuvers. So, recommend, okay. So, recommend means put forward someone or something with approval as being suitable for a particular purpose or role. George had recommended some local architects. Similar, which is advocate, endorse, commend, approve, suggest, put forward, propose, advance, nominate, put up, mention, speak favorably of, speak well of, put in a good word for, beat the drum for, vouch for, look with favor on, push, plug, big something up. Opposite, which is reject, veto, archaic, archaic, command or entrust someone or something to someone. I devotedly recommended my spirit to its maker. Can you recommend a good restaurant in this area? Recommend means to put forward. I recommend Brandon to do my paintings. Recommend means to commend or entrust someone or something to someone. I would recommend this restaurant to you, which means I will tell you about it and you have trusted in that thing. I would recommend you to buy this candle because it smells amazing. I recommend this student to perform in the concert. What would you recommend? About the city of Chicago, I recommend that the governor will run the whole city of Chicago. Recommend means the opinion. Recommend means when somebody tells you about something else. I recommend this store for you, which is this is a better store for you. Recommend means is to help people and give advice. Recommend means opinion. Recommend is when somebody guides you to do something that will benefit you. I will give you 3 recommendations, which is number 1, sleep well. Number 2, eat healthy. Number 3, exercise daily. Recommendation means when somebody is giving you advice in life. I recommend you to buy a pencil bag to use. I recommend you to use the wealth planner to manage your finances. Recommend means it's the way of giving suggestions to people, advice, and opinion. Recommend means is when somebody gives you a good advice for your benefits. I recommend you to check on the baby to see that cannot maneuver her hands with accuracy. To suggest that someone or something will be good or suitable for a particular job or purpose, or to suggest that a particular action should be done. I can recommend the chicken and mushroom sauce. It's delicious. She has been recommended for promotion. The principal agreed to recommend the teacher's proposals to the school board. The doctor recommended that I get more exercise. I recommend writing your feelings down on paper. The city has much little to recommend it. It has many few pleasant qualities. Recommend is to advise someone to do something. Recommend is to suggest that something is the best thing to choose. They've recommended some software to help with the planning process. Can you recommend a good restaurant in this area? Recommend Fifth to SB. This is the package that we recommend to most clients. Recommend means to advise someone to do something. Recommend that SB do. Fifth, most financial advisors recommend that you buy individual life insurance, at least as a supplement. We recommend changing your internet provider. The board will recommend the offer to shareholders to suggest that something is the best thing to choose. They've recommended some software to help with the planning process. Okay, so that is it right there. The maneuvers. Maneuver is a movement or series of moves requiring skill and care, spectacular jumps, and other daring maneuvers. 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 That's how you pronounce it. Similar. Operation, exercise, activity, move, movement, action, a large-scale military exercise of troops, warships, and other forces. The vessel was on maneuvers. Similar. Training exercises, war games, operations, move skillfully or carefully. The truck was unable to maneuver comfortably in a narrow street. Similar. Steer, guide, drive, negotiate, navigate, pilot, direct, manipulate, move, work, jockey, carefully, guide, or manipulate someone or something in order to achieve an end. They were maneuvering him into a betrayal of his countrymen. Maneuver means to move in a skillful way. I have to maneuver the car to get out of the parking spot. Maneuver means is to move and through changes in course. He maneuvered through a traffic jam so he can get home. All right. So now I'm getting this pronouncer here.
Maneuver.
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 See, this is how you pronounce it right here.
Maneuver.
Maneuver. That's it. That's how you pronounce it, folks.
Maneuver.
Maneuver. Here we go. Maneuver means is to move and through changes in course. He maneuvered through a traffic jam so he can get home. The acrobats were performing dangerous maneuvers to the delight of the crowd. Maneuver means to move skillfully or carefully. The truck was unable to maneuver comfortably in the narrow street. Maneuver is move skillfully or carefully. The truck was unable to maneuver comfortably in a narrow street. He can maneuver his schedule so that an appointment can be made. Recommend. Oh, okay. I have this over here. Okay. Recommend is when you recommend a perfume because it smells good. To tell someone that something is good or positive, like giving a suggestion in one's favor. Recommend is when you recommend a perfume because it smells good. Recommend is to tell someone that something is good or positive, like giving a suggestion in one's favor. Okay, so that's what that means. Maneuver is a series of movement that requires skills. Maneuver is when you are moving your hands to do something with accuracy. 1-year-old baby doesn't know how to maneuver the hands, put food in her mouth, will not do with accuracy until she learns the skill to eat. So the baby will put it right by the face, the ear instead of the mouth. You can observe a drunk driver with the lack of maneuvering the steering wheel. Maneuver is a movement or set of movement needing skill and care. Maneuver is a movement or set of movements needing skill and care. Maneuver is a movement or set of movements needing skill and care. And again, maneuver is a movement or set of movements needing skill and care. That's what that means, folks, okay? So it is. You will need to perform several maneuvers safely in order to pass your driving test. A well-planned action that is intended to get an advantage. A series of impressive maneuvers by the chairman has secured a lucrative contract for the company. To turn and direct an object. Loaded supermarket carts are often difficult to maneuver. This car maneuvers well at high speed. To try to make someone act in a particular way. The other senior executives are trying to maneuver her into resigning. Maneuver is a planned and controlled movement of military forces, a planned action that is intended to obtain an advantage. A clever maneuver by the chairman secured a valuable contract for the company to handle and move something carefully or with difficulty. I maneuvered the grocery cart around piles of boxes to the checkout counter to cause someone to act in a particular way. The management tried to maneuver her into resigning. And okay, similar is intrigue, plot, scheme, plan, lay plans, conspire, pull strings, pull wires, and machinate. M-A-C-H-I-N-A-T-E. Don't know. Other forms, which is maneuvers, maneuvering, and maneuvered. You maneuver your way through a crowd, a bureaucracy, traffic, or traffic cones. You can maneuver a car or a piece of machinery. Army maneuvers are highly coordinated movements of troops, supplies, and machinery. Definitions of maneuver. Noun, number 1, which is a military training exercise. Synonyms, which is maneuver. Wow. M-A-N-O-E-U-V-R-E. Simulated, military, operation. 2, noun, is a plan for attaining a particular goal. Synonyms, which is maneuver, tactic, tactics. Number 3, noun, a deliberate, coordinated movement requiring dexterity and skill. He made a great maneuver. Number 4, a move made to gain a tactical end. Synonyms, which is maneuver, something. Tactical maneuver, tactical maneuver. Number 5, noun, an action aimed at evading an opponent. Synonyms, which is evasive action maneuver. Act in order to achieve a certain goal. He maneuvered to get the chairmanship. She maneuvered herself into the directorship. So, that's what it is, folks. Right there. And then, recommend means to put forward. Recommend means to put forward. Recommend means when somebody tells you about something else. Recommend means when somebody tells you about something else. Recommend means when somebody tells you about something else. I recommend this store for you, which is, this is a better store for you. Recommend means is to help people and give advice. Recommend means, okay, recommend is advice and opinion. Recommend is like, it's like giving somebody an advice. So that's what it is, folks. Over here, maneuver is a movement or series of moves. Maneuvers is a movement or series of moves requiring skill and care. That's what that is, folks, okay? Maneuver means is to move and through changes in course. That's what that is, folks, okay? Maneuver means to move skillfully or carefully. Maneuver means to move skillfully or carefully. That's what that means. All right? That's it. The lesson is over. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson.